Caitlin. Hi, Caitlin. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and they're gonna take over. They're gonna walk you guys through how they do makeup, and hopefully, you guys can learn some stuff.
All right, so make sure we switch over to here. See you girls. All right, so first, we obviously told the girls to make sure that their faces were clean and moisturized. You guys did moisturize?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and do you have your primers?
Yes.
Did you already put your primer on?
No.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead and apply your primer. Just a light coat all over your face.
While they are doing this, guys, you're more than welcome to ask any questions that you want. You can either type them in if you're on Zoom, or if you are on Facebook, go ahead and make it a comment, and I'll try to watch both. I feel like we need music.
I know.
The in-between times. I know.
Okay. Bray, can we go ahead and do the next step?
Okay, so at this point, like if you guys have any noticeable like blemishes or anything like that, if you guys have a concealer, just go ahead and just conceal those really, really fast. Don't take like a lot of effort into concealing them because you want that to kind of be a little bit cakier. That way it covers those up.
This is what I always fail at, is I think I blend it too much, and then it doesn't do anything.
And then you guys do want to set that down a little bit too. So if you guys have like a setting powder that's around the same tone as your concealer, just go ahead and just set that way. That doesn't move when you guys put a foundation over it.
Oh, crap. I think I'm running too much. Oh, there it goes.
This is just a question. Who said that they can't? Who said that they don't fill their brows in again?
I don't.
You don't. You do?
No. Yeah.
No. Okay.
Well, I do. But...
Gotcha.
I can't keep this.
All right, girls, ready? So go ahead and get your foundation. So this is gonna go all over your face. Don't go over your eyebrows. Make sure you leave your eyebrows out. Some people put foundation on and they just kind of put it everywhere, but we're gonna make sure our eyebrows are not covered up. So go ahead and put a foundation on all over, leaving your eyebrows out. And this is when you're gonna wanna use your beauty blender if you have one. Make sure that it's wet and squeeze like the moisture out of it. If you don't have a beauty blender, that's totally fine. You can go in with like a foundation brush, like, this flat, like a firm one, or I don't have one with me, but like a Mephian foundation brush is good too.
Yeah. One thing that you guys just don't want to do is go in with your fingers ever. It's just your hands are always touching things. They're always dirty. So if you guys aren't sanitizing and properly washing in between, you're just going to put that bacteria right back into your face. That's something that we're going to try to avoid. Makeup's already heavy. So if you're going to just start putting those bacterias and things like that into your face, that's just something that we want to avoid. So definitely, even if you guys have like a throwaway sponge or something like that, that's always really, really good to use.
Do you have any favorite ones you would recommend?
What do we buy, Sarah?
The beauty blenders?
Yeah, just like the throwaway ones, like the easy, quick ones. I can't remember the name of them.
They're on Amazon, honestly. It's like the best, sponges that we've found. I'll have to, let me look it up while
we can always put it in the link.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're super quick. Like especially if you guys don't have a beauty blender. If you guys are using one, also make sure that you're wetting the beauty blender. If not, like that, it's just gonna soak your foundation right up. You're just gonna waste more product, and then it's not gonna be so even around your face as well.
Yes, you want to, like I said, wet it down, squeeze out as much moisture as you can, because it's just going to suck up your makeup if you don't have something that's already absorbed into the beauty blender. But it's okay if you didn't do that.
I had no idea you should have it wet.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't.
It makes
realize
sense.
Yeah, it makes, and it also will help your foundation go on a lot smoother too, because it's gonna kind of, I guess, spread a little bit easier without moisture in the beauty blender, and then it doesn't get sucked up and you're not wasting product.
So
Right.
cool.
Okay, do you guys have your foundations on?
Yep.
Okay, so do you, one of you did not have a lighter concealer, or did you both end up getting one?
I got one.
You did get one? Okay, so
Cool.
use the lighter concealer, and you're gonna do like a triangle section underneath your eyes. So the triangle like pointing down.
I'll do your follow through, Sarah, as you're talking.
So this is my favorite part to watch, because this is actually what I do when I edit. It's so crazy because I actually draw in like light tones right in here.
It's so funny because you end up looking like you have like tribal makeup on at the end.
Yeah.
So it's actually really, really cool.
Then go ahead and go straight down your nose a line, and then you're gonna kind of fan it out at the top from like in between your eyebrows, fan it out. There you go, like Brown's showing you there.
Do you want me to spotlight anybody?
Right now I can see all three.
Okay.
And then I always like to highlight your jawbone area down here at the bottom, just because you're gonna put in a contour. So anywhere that you want to fight against the contour, which would be on the bottom there, you wanna just right on the bottom of the jawbone. And then go ahead and get your beauty blender, and then just don't obviously spread that everywhere. You're just gonna kind of pat in place where the lighter area is. And
If you guys on
kind of
Facebook,
merge like that in with your foundation.
Yep.
if you guys on Facebook have any questions as well, just go ahead and type them in. I am trying to monitor both today. So if you are on Zoom, ask your question on there. If you're on Facebook, ask your question there. So is this the first time you guys have done your makeup since lockdown?
Yeah.
I figured.
The only time I do my makeup is when I have to be on one of these.
Yeah.
Then I just wipe it right back off and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did a birthday parade today. So
Ooh.
Maddie's best friend turned 14. So it was like 20 cars, and we looped around their house. And Maddie she has one of those big blow up dinosaur T-Rex things. So she sat in the back of the truck, and it was pretty fun. That was my
Those
peak
are really
fling for the day.
right now.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I feel so bad for the kids that don't have birthday parties right now.
No.
Poor guys.
All right, Brown, take on the next step.
Yeah. All right. So do you guys have like a darker shade of this, so slightly darker than your foundation? If you don't, it's perfectly fine. We can go ahead and set this if you guys don't. Like a darker cream. If not, it's perfectly fine.
Actually, I think I do.
Okay. So if you do have like a darker cream, we're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna diminish a little bit of those features now and kind of bring out that highlight a little bit more. So who has the darker? If not, like I said, it's perfectly fine because we can go in with the powder afterwards.
I do.
Okay. So if you do, go ahead and just take that darker. You want to put like a rainbow right across your forehead.
Mm-hmm. What do I use, like a brush or the beauty blender?
Yeah, what do you have? Like, what's it in right now? Let me see.
There's like in this Tarte thing, there's like a
that's
powder one, and
perfect.
then
Yes, you can definitely use a brush for that.
Oh yeah, I have a powder.
Okay, so with the powder one, Serenity, you don't want to use the one that's shimmery. That's more like a bronzer and a highlighter. So we're gonna hold off on that. Use the one that's more the matte brown.
Yeah.
And you're gonna just go on into the top of your forehead, just right here.
okay.
And then we're gonna also do underneath your cheekbones. So a lot of people get confused on where to put this. So you can see like you want the highest part of your cheekbone to be light, and then you want directly under it to be the dark. You can see like where mine is. And that's just gonna push your cheekbone up and show it a little bit more. So you're just gonna put the powders right in here. Brian, go ahead and show.
I'm looking for my brush. I just had it. Oh, here we go. Oh, we're good. Here, I'll actually, I'll go through, I'll just do a line for you guys really quick, just because this is really, really difficult. A lot of people just don't understand exactly where to go through and put
You go in, like,
contour.
sometimes I go like kind of top of ear and just down toward the corner of your mouth.
Do you see how dark mine is right now? You guys just want to go ahead, just add that darkness in there first, and then we can go ahead and we can start blending that out. I'm gonna be
Look at you.
I'm gonna have to find something to do. Oh wait, I can't.
That's what I looked like when I was FaceTiming you and Jen a little bit ago.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
This is the hardest part, even in Photoshop, to get right. I feel like it's like too much is so bad, but like too light is so not good either.
Right.
Let us know when you guys are done with that.
I'm
Oh,
done.
yeah, that looks good there.
Okay, and we're also gonna do the sides of your nose. So go into the side of your nose and leaving that like the very tip of your nose out, so that's still lighter. And you're gonna just make the side darker and a little bit darker on the tip.
Do you guys go this extent into your makeup routines every day or no?
No, I
No.
usually don't even wear makeup.
Yeah.
Keep
We're
it
at 'em?
because these are for pictures. You're gonna wanna apply more than you would normally on a regular like daily basis.
Yeah.
If you feel like it's heavy, it's okay. It needs to be.
Right.
Okay, you done with that? Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and set now, like Brian said. So do you guys, what setting powders do you guys have?
I have a fancy one.
I have like this Mary Kay one, and then a Maybelline one that's kind of like a foundation, like my foundation color almost.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
Is the Mary Kay one, what color is that?
I think it's like a white.
Okay, so let's stick with that one because that's gonna help. We're gonna really just set underneath your eyes really heavy. So go ahead and a little sponge or your beauty blender, just go ahead and pat underneath your eyes. And then like anywhere you made like really light and make that heavy, but then just lightly everywhere else with this setting powder.
No questions, Nikki?
I'm like, so I know the idea of setting powder. It makes it so as you add to it, it sticks basically to what they've already put on, right? I'm guessing is what I'm trying to get at. So yeah.
It's really important to leave the setting powder on, especially underneath your eyes, because when you go to do any shadow, when it falls, if the shadow does fall, it's easy to brush off too. So you want to leave that setting powder in and leave it on really heavy.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So like this one here, this one goes on really, really thick, like the airspun that we use at the salon. And like that's really, really, really good for stopping like the fallout from the eyeshadows and things like that. Okay, how are we looking, girls?
Yeah, on my end, I just know that it works really good if they start to, like in the summer, they start to get a little bit like sweaty or something. We can use a little bit and it like stops all that from happening and wiping away the makeup. But I never realized that you use it that much through the process. So
Yeah,
that's
we'll
pretty
use
cool.
it quite a few times.
That's really cool.
Just like anywhere where we put like the lighter concealer.
Yes.
Wherever the lighter concealer is, that's where you want it to be really heavy. So it's going to help lighten the area just as much as it is to set that concealer in. I think personally, I don't know, Bray, I know you can kind of see too. I think both of you probably need a little bit more contour.
Yes. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So when we even go through, because I know you use the cream for it, so that's going to be perfect. We can go back even over that with a powder. But yeah, maybe just a little bit darker powder on the cheeks, just a little bit.
Okay, I might have a
cheekbone area.
I don't know if that one's showing up right. Is my bronze?
So you use the powder or the cream?
You're going to want to go in with a powder after, now that we have that set. So I would use a powder if you have one. If you don't have one, you could even kind of like, if you had a matte brown eyeshadow, honestly, you can start kind of a little bit too.
Yeah, as long as it's not shimmery, I guess it would do the same job, huh? Very cool. So if you run out and you're screwed in the morning, there you go.
Yeah.
Eyeshadow.
Yeah, why not?
Yep.
Just don't get short.
Yep, they're made up of a lot of the same.
Somebody's gonna come in with all this shimmery contour.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's looking better already.
Yeah, that is. That looks good.
Next photo shoot they come to, they're
Yeah,
both gonna
that's
have
really
like the best makeup.
Yeah. She's gonna be like, well, I already did it since you guys taught me how. Yeah, those both are looking really, really good.
Yeah.
Natural.
So everybody in lockdown right now, this is how you can get your makeup for your selfies.
Yes.
You'll have to wait for me to come take them in a couple more months, but.
Mm-hmm. Any online questions at all or none?
Yeah, let me go look on Facebook. So attendees, Caitlin, do you have any questions at all? This is a great time to ask. Lots of viewers over on Facebook, but no questions.
Okay.
So if anybody has questions, just let us know. Oh, we got a question.
Oh, we love it.
Let's live answer this. I've been wondering, what's the best eyebrow powder brand?
Powder.
Eyebrow powder.
I use so many different brows. I normally go in with the cream because I like the Anastasia one, but honestly, for a powder, NYX has a really, really good one. It has like a double, like a side-by-side. People are calling them like an ombre brow, like kind of like how I have, how it like fades in. So you can start out with like your lighter towards the center, and then as you're getting out towards the end, you can use that darker shade. And it also comes with like a little bit of like a cream in there too, just in case you like that creamier consistency. But you can use that as either like a powder or a cream. So I like that one. I don't have it with me.
I personally don't use powders on myself, and I don't think that I've ever actually used a powder brow on even photo shoots. I really like some of like a gel pencil eyelid for myself. But Anastasia, I mean their dip brow is my absolute favorite.
Absolute favorite,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay, you guys
Very
done
cool.
with the contouring? All right, so I think we can kind of head into the eyes. This is probably where it's going to take most of the time for the makeup. Now, Trinity, we're going to stick with something a little bit more natural. And then I think, Bray, you have the James Charles palette, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we both love the colors in it. There isn't a lot of fallout with those, so it's really easy to go bright and bold with that without it getting crazy and messy. So Brayon's gonna definitely, he has the palette, he actually has it with him, so he can tell you exactly what colors to use, where to place them, and how to blend it. So we can start with you. You're gonna be a little bit more work, I think.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and spotlight her then too.
Okay.
Perfect.
So that way you
Sorry,
guys can
pop on.
really see her.
I'm just waiting for it to pop up on me.
Do you want me to go on Brayon or?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Because I'm on my phone, I think it's just showing up weird.
Yeah, I think we lost your video. There you are. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna start out with a like a blender. So I actually, if you can, take like a fluff brush, like something that's a little bit fluffier, something like this that
One
doesn't
second,
have
I'm gonna spotlight Brayon. Go ahead, do that again. Now you're spotlighted, Brayon.
So here, you're gonna go ahead with something like this that not so compacted. It's really, really fluffy. It leaves like a lot of room for blending. So go ahead and get a brush that's something similar to that. And then I know you have this palette. Don't judge mine, but just go in with this color right here.
Okay.
Okay. So like I said, these are just going to be blenders. We're just going to use these as light buffers. So if you just want to do that, always double tap or triple tap just to make sure you're getting a lot of that fallout out. And now you're just going to put that right on the outside of your eyelid. So now these are fun because like you can start incorporating like naturals in with like your braids just to blend them in a little bit better.
I feel like this is the hardest part for like somebody that's not very good like me. I can typically get like my foundations and stuff like that done, but as soon as I get to the eye, I'm always so frustrated. It's like so hard.
Yeah.
So how do you guys decide what colors to like start with?
I always like to do, I guess, the darkest where you're gonna want, I guess I almost do darkest to lightest, I guess, if that makes sense, because most of the time the darkest sits behind everything and is the bigger part of the lid.
Gotcha.
Right.
And then you go in with like the lighter areas and brighten up what you want to pop a little bit more. And it's nice to have nice palettes where you can layer them without like the light getting mixed in with the dark and it just being like a blurry mess.
A blurry
Gotcha.
mess.
Really nice palettes, especially like we said in the last Zoom meeting we had, we always spend our money on palettes.
Yeah. These are exactly where the money goes. All right, so we're just gonna go honestly down this line here. You're just gonna blend a 1 into a 2 and then a 2 into a 3. So just kind of like a sunset, just blending that right down. And then that's when we're gonna start incorporating a lot of our oranges and things like that into this eye.
Cool.
Okay.
Go ahead and spotlight here again.
I'm gonna do it right here.
Am I doing it right?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna show you right here on my hand too.
Here, I'm gonna go ahead and spotlight Brayon again.
So if you can see here how those are blending from 1 down to 3. Yep, you just want that just right across your whole entire eyelid. Yep.
Okay.
And then after that, then we're going to be done with that brush for a while. So just go ahead and take your time on that. Don't really focus on like going super, super fast with it. Just make sure everything's super blended and really, really nice and neat. Just really take your time on that because that's just going to be the foundation for everything else that has to come in.
Okay.
This is difficult. This is
I
hard.
know, it's hard, isn't it?
I'm not gonna lie. This is really, really hard.
Yeah. I'm learning so much though.
Yeah.
I am too. I don't even do my makeup, honestly.
Yeah. I love it though. Like
really
it's so
nice
much. This is a lot of fun, but like definitely hard because
Mhm.
I'm not like physically doing it. So it's like, all right,
Mhm.
are you?
You have to think of the words to get it. Yeah, you have to think of the words to like
Right, to
express
get it
every
across.
little thing. Yeah.
Yep. All right, now I can't really see. How's that looking to you? How are we doing?
See how close you can get to your camera.
Yeah.
I can turn my light back off if it's like showing the
Okay,
glare.
yeah, just really, really fast because I just want to take a peek at it for it.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah, that's a lot
I would
better.
go in a little bit, even a little bit darker on the corners.
Yeah.
Anywhere where your lid would start sinking in, like when your eyes are open. So you want to go
Okay.
darker. Yeah, let me see if I can. See how mine's like darker? Like I'm gonna pull my eyelid
Yeah.
up. So that's where it's gonna sink in. Go ahead and make that a little bit darker because you'll have a lot more room to blend down.
Yeah. So just take that
Cute.
same color that we used before and just go back in and just really kind of pack that in there. Don't more so like smudge, just pack it.
Yep.
You're gonna get a lot
Okay.
more pigment in there that way.
Oh, see, and that's I think something I always do too is I think I brush too much. Like I just need to dab the color in. That
Yeah, a
makes
lot of
sense.
people can over blend, then it just becomes
Yeah.
one big color at that point.
Yeah. You have the best eyes.
With that that second and third color that Brayon was saying, and then work your way toward like the center of your eyes.
Okay.
Blend that a little bit more, and then he can take over from there to add in the other colors he was thinking.
That's my one favorite, like probably my favorite thing about the girls when they come in to the shoots is I never have to fix their eyes. So if they do it themselves, I'm always like having to tweak and make sure things are even. With you guys, it's just like they come in and I just like kind of do an extra little dose of contour because so much of it goes away when I put light in that I have to add a little bit more normally, and that's it. It's awesome.
Looks good. Bray, what other colors were you thinking on that?
All right, so we're actually gonna go through. This is gonna be. It's gonna sound weird. It's gonna sound hard. It's gonna sound difficult. We're gonna cut the crease a little bit, okay? So, yeah.
He's going
So,
like advanced level here.
Hey, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. All right. So what I want you to do, go ahead and put that brush down. Go ahead and grab your brush that you use your concealer with, or if it has a wand in it too, that's perfectly fine.
Okay. I can use this one.
All right. So what I need you to do first. All right. So go ahead and take your concealer brush with some concealer on it. What I want you to do is kind of get that a little heavier in there. And then I want you to place it right here, right on the lash line. A little heavier line though.
I'm gonna try and get this out. Or you know what?
Gotta pay attention to what my face looks like on here. I'm like,
I know. I'm like, wait a minute. Am I squinting?
yeah.
On the lash line.
Hold on, let me bring him or Kira back up. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah. So you want to go like, so get like, honestly, like when I say like a glob of that, get a nice glob on there.
Okay.
And then I need you to just go right along the lash line. Don't hit the lashes. Just go right along the lash line.
Okay.
Try not to make her laugh. Sarah, you're cracking me up though. It's like all I see is these big eyes.
I can't.
She's like, is she doing it right?
All
Let me
right,
see.
that should be good. Now what I need you to do is go ahead and look all the way up. Open your eyelids all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. All right, now go ahead
I'm
and
trying.
close. Did it create like a little?
There you
Did it
go.
Oh,
create
wait,
like a
I
little
got it
bit
right
at the
there.
top?
Whoa!
Yes. Okay. So
Mind blown.
now you're gonna connect that point to your inner corner, kind of just rounding out with your eye.
Okay.
Fill in that area.
Yes.
That-
So fill in that whole area with the concealer.
Yep.
Okay.
Stop it.
Don't color outside those lines, girl.
Mind
Mm-mm.
blown.
Stay inside the line. Don't mind me. I'm just really all up on my camera, so I had to put my thumb in front of it.
You mean you don't want to be Sarah?
Yeah, no. Listen, that was all forehead.
Mine is definitely all forehead.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you don't have your bangs today. That's what's different.
Back here.
They're back here.
So here's the question of the day. Did you regret cutting them or are you happy with them?
I like them when I do my hair.
Okay, let me know
Maddie's-
when you're done with that.
Maddie's still
Okay.
asking for them. Let's see that crease.
Yes, cut that crease.
That makes so much sense though. Like, yeah. Let's
I don't even know. Oh, there we go.
It's a nice little hack.
Yeah, I love it.
And then
Here,
it makes
I
them
was
actually
just-
like both even on both sides too. And that
Yeah.
way like they're not like wonky.
Mm-hmm.
Your room's so cute.
Thank you.
Tiffany blue.
Oh. Okay. I think I'm
All right,
good.
so are you done with both?
Yep.
All right,
I
so
think
take a
you
clean
can.
eyeshadow brush,
Okay.
one that is kind of more packed together. It can be like a little looser, kind of like this one, but a little bit more packed than that first one is.
This one. Like
This one.
this one.
Let me
Oh,
see.
wait, oh, it's not even in the camera. This
Yeah,
one?
no, that'll be perfect. All right, so
Okay.
go through. We're just gonna set this down really fast. So go through and just hit this color right here. And then just go exactly over what you just did with
Okay.
the cream.
And I'm just going to keep reminding everybody because I know people are tuning in and out both on Zoom and on Facebook. If you have any questions at all, feel free to ask. They can kind of explain where they're at in the process or maybe some of their, I don't know, whatever makeup questions you got, I guess. Even what products we're using today, guys.
This is a lot of fun though.
It is.
This is
This
tough.
is really, really cool. I like
This
it.
is tough.
It is.
This is kind of how
You
my
really-
virtual photo sessions have been though too. Like you're
Yeah.
trying to verbally explain everything instead of like showing them like normal. It's been so crazy.
You really put us to the test, Nicki.
I know this is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
So we haven't picked out a date, but anybody that is tuned in right now, one of my really, really great clients is a art teacher at Austintown, I believe. And she's agreed to come on, and I think next week sometime, Sarah and I kind of talked about it, but we're going to do a paint and sip. She's going to teach us
Ooh.
how to paint something. So Brian, you got to come and join us
Sounds
for
like
that one
fun.
too.
Yeah,
But
so I'm
we're
coming.
gonna be on the spot. She's gonna teach us how to
Yes.
do, I think, a spring painting. She said so.
Okay. I love it. Okay, bring your eye just a little bit closer to the camera really fast. I
Okay.
just want to take a peek. All right, yeah, that's looking really, really good. Okay, so now go ahead and take that same brush that you had before, the fluffier one, not the one that you just packed down with.
Okay.
And then we're gonna get into our darker color, which is this one.
Okay.
And then you're going to blend those two colors together. So you're just going to hit the outer corner of your eye just very, very lightly. So hit that corner just to kind of blend out that crease a little bit, just in the corner.
Okay.
And then we're going to have some fun.
There's so much prep work that goes in the eye.
Yes.
You spend most of your time, I think, definitely on the shadows and the eyes for sure. And that's where you want all the attention to be drawn to. So you want to focus on it most.
I think one of the biggest takeaways you ever told me was you either want a really dramatic lip or a really dramatic eye. So
You never
Yeah.
do like crazy. I mean, okay, take it back. I don't want to say never because we do, but most of the time you don't want to get crazy on both because it can take away from the look, I think. So I always personally say one or the other needs to be dramatic.
Yeah, a lot of my like throw together like these virtual shoots, I've been just telling them like, just give me a really bold lip, like, because then I know like everything else will pull together.
Don't worry about those corners I saw you wiping because we're just gonna kind of blend down through your eye anyway because you're gonna have a little bit of shadow on the bottom. So don't worry about it because if you wipe, you'll end up smearing it and then you're gonna be mad. But that looks really good, right?
All right, so this next part is really, really, really important. So we're going to
Really
take this red
Hold
color
on, I'm gonna spotlight him so you can see him better.
Okay.
So we're gonna take this color here, and we're going to only blend it into this color that we just put on the outer corner, but you're not gonna blend it into the top. So right where your crease stopped, where we had put the concealer and the lighter powder, you're just going to stop there. So it's going to cut that. And by cutting it, I don't want you to blend that into that top, which are these ones right here, okay? So you're just gonna take this red and just plop it right at top, but blend it into this one.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Okay.
Do you have a thin brush that's maybe a little bit stiffer? You don't want a fluff brush.
Right.
Okay.
Let me see. Yeah.
Here, like either something like this maybe where it's a little bit, it's like a pointy tip.
Okay.
Thinner. Maybe
Yeah.
really
it's
tiny,
pretty much
smaller.
Oh, cool.
close to what I have. Yeah, mine's a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Brown's better, but I don't have one like that down here.
So like right here.
Yes. But you're gonna blend it into this, but just not that top crease part.
Okay.
What would you say is the hardest part about doing eyes?
Ah.
I feel like there's
My
so many
thing is-
steps, so
If I'm setting something, sometimes like, and I get it, like I might not talk loud enough, you know, and I'm just like, just don't open right now.
yeah.
And then I like come back and they're like, and then it's everywhere. So that's probably my, like, it's just, because it can mess up so many things if it's
Yeah.
not set in place before you start opening and things like that. Especially, and then I hate like when you get done with an eye and then you put a liner on and then like, you might just think that it's dry and it's not.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, okay, here we go. So, and a lot more of endings, just that red in there, that way it really pops.
Okay.
And then you're gonna want to bring that into like where that lighter white is, so that way it's just gonna get a lot brighter as you're moving towards the center.
Okay.
She is doing so good. I'm so proud of you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
she is.
I know she's like on, we put her like kind of on the spot here too, and she's just knocking it out.
Yeah, I love it.
I don't think I fully told them what they were getting into.
No, it's okay. We didn't know either, so it's fine.
This is all a big experiment. I was like, hey, how about a virtual
Yeah.
makeover? Sarah's like, all right.
Yep.
I never think through logistics of anything before we start it.
Is that good?
All right, how are you feeling on that? Good?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and we're just gonna move down the line a little bit. So then we're gonna move on over to this color here, the one right above
Hold
it.
on. I'll spotlight them so
Okay.
you can see better. So you can go ahead and
So
show
then
everybody that
again,
color
we're
again.
not blending this into the top crease. We're only gonna blend this into the red. So you're
Okay.
gonna merge together. So kind of like a sunset. So then we're gonna move on to this one and we're gonna put some yellow.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So
I
then
think
just
Brian
think swiftly
there it is.
across the eyelid with all. Am I good?
Yeah, now you are. Okay.
You're breaking up a little bit, Bryce.
Cool. Am I good now?
Yeah, I think you're good now. I think it was just signal.
Okay.
So my biggest thing is like I go in and watch those YouTube tutorials and I feel like they make it look so easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. And then I'm like, no.
See, that's why this is like really, really hard because it's kind of like a makeup tutorial, but I'm not doing it. So then
Yeah.
it's just like, okay, so I have to do it.
You have
Yep.
to realize how hard it is to explain to somebody else when you can't actually do it and show them.
Exactly.
You could talk through, like a lot of our photo shoots, we'll talk them through what we're doing and kind of explain everything, but they can see it because we're doing
Yep.
it on. So it's hard because you just want to like touch her.
Yeah. I'm just like,
Like,
wait a minute.
reach out there. And, yeah.
Yeah. So when that's like almost to the center of your eye, then go ahead and just take this color and then you're just gonna merge those right in together. The one right next door to it.
Okay.
And then as you're almost towards the center, then we're just gonna go ahead right in with the
I wish I had my like actual volume on and not my headphones because
Mhm.
Maddie's like singing and I can hear her. She'd be so embarrassed.
Oh,
Working from home. Gotta love it.
gotta love it.
Oh, there it is. Now it's starting to come.
Yeah, it is.
First day back to school. You know your look now.
Right.
Gonna go check Facebook.
So after this color, is there another one?
Yeah. So which one did you with? The lighter
So
orange one?
somebody's asking if they could see all of us at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and unspotlight. So that way they can see us all.
All right. So then right after that, you're gonna go in with the yellow right down here. That's right above
Okay.
the green. And then you're gonna actually just finish that off right into the center, the corner of your eye.
Okay.
And then again, don't be afraid to really pack those in there to bring out those colors too.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot I put a little eyeshadow there. I was like, what is that?
So if you
Wow.
need to see her closer, just let me know, Brianna. I can get her back in there
Okay.
again.
Okay. I can actually like flip the screen on my phone and then she pops right up. So that's cool.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So we're good.
Aw, Lena's in today. Hi, Lena.
Oh, that's looking good. Very good.
last video, Lena, we were talking about you because you're the one that got Sarah and I hooked up together when all those years ago.
Okay.
Okay. Now bring your eye just a little bit closer. I just want to take a peek.
That's so cool.
Just get her.
Oh yeah, that looks really good. Very, very good. All right, how do you feel like on liners? Are you comfortable doing a liner?
Yeah. I don't know where my liquid one
Okay.
is right now, but I know I have eyeliner in here. Wherever it went.
It's not a necessity. If you don't have one, it's perfectly fine. So then
Okay,
right after this, do you have lashes or no?
I do.
Okay, so if you want to go ahead and pop those on really quick, we're pretty much finished with the upper part of your eye. If Sarah wants to go ahead and get started on
Yeah, I will. Sorry, we'll start on your eyes. So if you want to, Nikki, if you want to pop her in a little bit bigger for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trinity, how do you normally do your brows?
I kind of just like take like a powder, I guess, and just fill them in from like the back to like the front.
Okay, so go ahead and do your brows first. Since you do yours, we're gonna do your brows. Do them a little bit darker than you normally would, but in the center of your brow toward your nose, we're gonna leave that a little bit lighter, and then the like starting at the arch down to the point, we'll make that a little bit darker.
So I feel like this is the probably, if my girls do their own makeup for whatever reason, either by choice or because just necessity, I feel like this is the hardest thing for them to get right. So is there any tips that you would have?
Just filling in the natural brow. Like I think a lot of people try and make their brows bigger. They try to arch them. They try and get these. I mean, but realistically, you have to follow the natural of your eyebrow, because if you go off of that, it does look funny. I do think that more people should do their brows, even if you're not normally comfortable with them. Especially blondes, I think with getting pictures done, that's one of the things that disappears.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So it's a good idea to just do it. Just
And then a lot of people think that we're going to put like these super, super dark eyebrows on, especially like our blonde clients. They're like, no, I have blonde hair. I don't want super, super dark brows. And honestly, you can do a super light brow just so it's a lot more noticeable.
I think that's, though, your guys' skill and knowledge, though, as well, because I've, in the past, have worked with other makeup artists, like, they've just chose to go to their person or whatnot, and I always feel like I have to lighten their brows up because it's like not even close to their normal. So
right.
I think just maybe even picking the right color and shade is a big thing.
Yeah, I think maybe not even being too dark, but a lot of times when you do blonde brows, they can tend to look red. So we want to stay unless their hair is like a reddish, blonde.
Yeah, absolutely.
Realistically, most people's aren't. So, staying away from the oranger tones for blondes, I think.
Jen's watching.
Hey, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
Hey, Jen.
We're all like, hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Jen works at Bang. She's another one of the stylists.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that looks good. So you have a concealer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have a flat concealer brush? Like this?
Yeah.
Let me spotlight you, Sarah. Hold on so they can see what kind of brush you're using.
I have to get up to get it.
Now's the time where you have to be like all up on the screen because you're nice and there you go. That's what Sarah's looked like the whole entire video.
Because I'm like,
is she doing it right?
Into it.
I'm learning so much.
Okay, so get quite a bit, same as like what Brian was saying, get quite a bit on your brush. What we're gonna do is like if you fall, we're gonna go like exactly underneath your brow so you can really get like a defined brow in, and then kind of paint down over your entire eyelid with the concealer. Don't get too much, you know, but we'll set it after. We want to make sure that your brow is defined and arched.
Okay.
Do you guys have outfits picked out for this little photo shoot?
What?
I haven't even warned him about that one yet. Shh.
Oh,
I was gonna
You
tell
know
him at
what?
the
Like,
end.
did we-
Oh, girls, we are
this
virtual
was
photo
the-
shooting
okay, so
tonight.
this was the first.
Night.
I was gonna make him go pick out an outfit and everything on live. I was gonna really throw it under the bus, but
There you go.
I like to like scare him like this.
this.
So yes, we are gonna virtual photo
Listen.
shoot tonight, guys.
Oh, fun. Wait, are we like actually?
Yeah. So what a virtual photo shoot is we will FaceTime, and I will take their picture through FaceTime, and then I will edit them. We can't let all this hard work go to waste, guys. I mean,
Yeah. I'm gonna show it off.
they're both like in the back of their minds going, "Oh crap, what am I gonna wear now?"
I know, I ruined it. I'm sorry. They were all okay. Now she's like, wait a minute, I gotta make sure my lashes are on good.
Look, she's taking extra long on those lashes. Hold on, let's go back to Kiera for a
Extra
second.
precautions now.
Like, let's see
Uh-huh.
those eyelashes. How they going, girl?
They're good, kind of. The glue, kind of.
I glue my eyelids together every stinking time. Every time.
Mm.
I've been getting better. I have to put them on for cheers, so.
Oh yeah, with cheer. So you do have to do some stage makeup. So
Yeah, we do like
Yeah.
glitter and yeah.
All right, so go ahead and get your beauty blender and just kind of pat down to blend that concealer down over the rest of your lid. Go ahead and close your eyes and just tap down.
Okay. Wait.
There you go.
Both of them.
oh, we got a question, guys.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, opinion on magnetic lashes.
Oh, you know what? This is really, really funny.
Hold on, I'm gonna
like,
come
this
back to the
question-
gallery view. Okay, go ahead.
I literally thought this question was gonna come up.
Did you use the one with
My
the
opinion on them,
magnet?
they're not my favorite. They're just really, really, first of all, they're really, really hard to put on. And then, are they gonna last? If the wind blows, is that magnetic strip gonna hold up? And then sometimes like the magnetic strip is just like really, really heavy. So you might like end up twitching. It might make your eyes water a little bit. And then that can in turn ruin like a lot of the eyeshadow makeup as well.
I did see this. I don't. There's the one that has like the top and the bottom magnetic ones, and then there's this new one. I haven't tried any of them, so I can't give my opinion on them. But where the you put the eyeliner on, and the lashes are stuck to the eyeliners,
Oh,
and the
I've
lashes
seen that.
the liner. It's so crazy.
That's pretty
really, really
cool.
cool. Oh, I bet that's really cool.
I haven't used any of them, so I can't say one way or the other. But if I was going to use one, it would probably be that where you put the line.
yeah.
And it literally just like, I mean, I'm sure it's
We
not
will
like,
do that one.
but they just like flop on. They just swoop right to your eye.
It's like that
That's really
infomercial where
interesting.
like everything works perfectly the first time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does look like natural, like regular lashes. They don't look real heavy.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
I gotta see those now.
Yeah, no, I've only tried the ones where they like sandwich your eyes in together, and I think I got my eyelid or something. It was just a really, really weird feeling. I did not like it.
Yeah,
I always thought they would be like really heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
but I tried them like years ago, and I think that's when like they first came out. So they're probably like perfecting them now, you know.
Yeah,
but
probably.
Okay, let me see your. Can we zoom in on her? Now, I want to
Serenity?
see your palette. Let me see which one. I think you have the balm, right?
Which one?
The Balm is the brand. Do you have that one?
Um.
I think it has a bunch of girls on it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's right here.
Yep.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, we have that at the salon actually.
Oh, I thought we were gonna be twins. No, I don't have it with me.
Aw.
I do have that one, but I think it's all the way upstairs. Let me see the colors in that. Because we're keeping you a little bit. See, my mirror looks just like yours.
Yeah, it's broken.
Okay, so you know what? Let's go. I did say we were gonna do natural, but what we'll do is that maroon color.
This one over here.
Yep. And then do you have a fluff brush for that?
Like, is this one okay?
Yep, perfect. So the easiest way to get some of that on, tap it like Brayon said, get the excess powder off. And then I think it's the easiest if you pull your eyelid up like this, and then you go right on the bone, like where you feel your eye socket is, just kind of pull up this way, and then just blend right on your eye socket bone. So when you drop your eyelid,
Go ahead and show up. Sorry, because on Facebook they can only see her, so you can go ahead and show
see
them.
when I pull my eyelid up, how where my dark was is up higher. So you're gonna just kind of blend like this on your eye socket. So when you drop your eye down, it sits right in the crease, and it's a little bit easier than trying to go in. And then you're gonna want to take it to a little bit farther in towards your nose. It's actually want to take it almost onto the side of your nose. So it's gonna go pretty far over. It's a little bit like farther over than you'd be comfortable doing, but you're gonna take it a little bit farther. Yep, there you go, all the way in. Okay, now on the side where you took it like over here, you're gonna wanna kind of connect it down to the corner of your eye. And then just that corner right there, that triangle, you'll make that dark too.
Okay.
Go ahead and show that one more time for Facebook.
So like I always take it a little bit farther almost into here and then down this way. And then this corner from a little bit off center over is that stays dark too. Good, same thing on the other side.
They're like pros.
I know.
Wow.
Ren's makeup for the Color Pop shoot was like, it was my favorite. I think of the whole day. Like everything just was perfectly matching. They're so cool.
I loved it. It was so fun.
And the hair, Bran, didn't you do her hair? I think you
Wait,
did.
who was it?
Ren, Serenity. Sorry, she goes by Ren, but you did the burlap strings in the hair, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's her. Yeah, that was my
Yeah,
favorite.
and
When she
I did
walked
her
in,
makeup too.
yep, when she
Yeah,
walked
I
in,
did
I
her
was like,
makeup too.
oh, this is perfect.
No, it was so funny. So that whole day, like, I don't know what happened. I thought that we only had like 5 girls, and she was my first one. I was like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. Like, so I like took like, I was like taking like, so, and then all these girls started coming in, and I was like, oh, Brown, we got to kick it into gear. I was like, what in the world? I was like, okay. I was like, everybody, let's go. No, it was so much fun. Like, and her hair is perfectly amazing to just do whatever to. So,
I loved it.
yeah.
Yeah, she has the best natural curly hair.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's pulled
As
back.
soon as she came in, I was like, oh, I know we have rope around here somewhere. I was like, I'll be right back.
Okay, so we're gonna switch up palettes. Let me see your other palette.
I have like 2 other ones with, I guess, similar colors. There's like this one.
Okay, let me see the other one.
This one has like warmer colors, I think. So
All right, go back to the last one, the one before that. Yep. So the 1, 2, 3, 5th one in, it looks like, is it like a pink shimmer?
This one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have I guess another brush that's either like this one where it's a little bit pointed and a little bit thicker and stiffer, or even back onto like a concealer brush like this?
Yeah, I have the concealer brush.
Okay, does it have concealer on it?
Yeah.
Just take a little bit of that concealer off. It doesn't have to be off all the way because you're gonna want this pink to be a little bit thicker because we're gonna be kind of just using it's gonna be a little bit heavier and it's gonna be like in the center of your eye and fanned out. So it's okay if it's a little bit thicker. So just wipe off a little bit of that concealer and we're gonna get some of that pink onto that brush.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess just like corner your eye here. And you can even go down a little bit. So you're gonna want that, it's almost like a highlight. So we're gonna go like corner and then we're gonna like just pat and just blend that pink into what you have.
So just to explain what kind of look you're doing with her, supernatural, right, is what we're kind of going for.
We're gonna just do a little bit more natural, I guess, but I did decide to go with a little bit darker of that, like that burgundy color on the outside. I was gonna keep it a little bit more natural, but I was like, switch up.
Kick it up a notch.
Not more natural colors, I guess, neutral tones, not so much.
But I think Serenity's look kind of just lends itself more to those tones anyways, though, as well. The dark hair and... I'm going to go ahead and spotlight you, Ren, so she can see how it's looking.
Go ahead and get the corner of your eye a little bit brighter and thicker with that pink.
So Serenity, I probably know this is a touchy subject, but did they cancel proms for you guys?
Not officially. They say that it's kind of just postponed until like we go back so far. They moved the date back to like May 8th.
Okay.
So they're probably doing what we are then as business owners and just keep pushing back until we can.
Is this good?
Yep, do the same on the other eye.
Are you guys tentatively booking, or did you just wipe the schedule for right now, Sarah?
We're not. I won't wipe the schedule. We have automatic texts that go out that obviously says
that's awesome.
Closed. But the people that are missing their appointments now will be our #1 priority to get back in when we do open up. But I did send an email out to everybody saying to start online booking for like May and June if we do end up opening in May. I'm starting to feel like it's not going to happen in May, but I don't know. So what I'm doing is telling everybody to start booking in May and June. If we aren't open by then, we can start booking again. But my clients book through, most of them book months, I don't know how many out. So the way that it's falling right now, it's almost like everybody's just going to miss an appointment and then fall back on schedule. So I don't know. I mean, we're just winging it. We've never had to do anything like this. So we're just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, this is new for all of us right now.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Okay, let me see where you are. Okay, that looks good. I honestly thought that we would have to do like a middle color, but I think you blended that out really nice.
No, that's really pretty.
Ray, what do you think?
No, I love that. Looking a little bit closer. Yeah, no, that's really, really good. No, Sarah, it kind of created like that
color and just in the very corner, the dip of your eye in the little corner here. Let's just make that a little bit darker right in here.
They're kicking it.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing great.
Ryan, you kind of play with makeup more, don't you?
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like just for fun, but I don't have any like super bright colors to play with.
Now you guys got to do each other's looks next time. So
Flip.
you learned how to do them both. So
Yeah.
Serenity, are you comfortable with eyeliner, doing eyeliner?
Yeah, I do it sometimes. It's just like hard because the sides sometimes are like not the same.
No. Okay, let's do an eyeliner just because we can. So actually we're gonna hold off. We'll do the eyeliner last because we still have that setting we have to blend out. But we're gonna show you a little easier way to do with the dot spray on like we were talking about the last time. So once we get everything done in your face, we'll hit that eyeliner. And I actually wanted to take that burgundy color underneath your eye a little bit, but we're gonna finish your face to go in and do that.
Yeah. So same for both of them because I think we're both on the same steps, Sarah. So
Yeah.
We're good to just honestly go in with both.
Yep. All right, so we have setting powder on, right? You guys go ahead and get like a big fluff brush and just kind of brush off that excess setting powder that's been sitting everywhere. Yep. You're just gonna brush, just lightly brush and just flick it off.
One thing about this is you don't want to press this into there because if any fallout is on the face, it's just going to press it right into the foundation. So very, very, very lightly pressing that off. I mean, brushing that off.
Lick it off of there.
Yes.
Serenity, your mom's on Facebook now.
Okay. Brian, what do you want to take over from here for a few steps? I do think I still am going to say we want a little bit more contour.
Okay, I'm for that, definitely. Especially if this is going to be like for a photo shoot. Like this look right here is probably going to be perfect for every day. But if we're going to go through and do a photo shoot, just because this is the look that we're doing, go through and just deepen that a little bit more.
Where we had said, you know what, honestly, I maybe leave off the nose. Let's just focus on cheekbones and a little bit on your forehead.
Right. Kiara, go ahead and take this one like right in here. And then just hit like those, like just the very outsides. Don't bring that so close into your cheeks. Just bring those on the outsides and just fan that down a little bit.
All right.
It's just going to be a little bit darker. It's going to create a nice contrast between it.
All right. Kind of black. Blend it.
Yes, and then blend it. Nicki, we should have had you do one too.
Oh, goodness. I had to stop at Sarah's and she had to left me a gift basket of makeup on the front porch.
Yeah. A little Easter basket for you.
Actually, no, Maddie for her Christmas went and we got her like everything so we were close enough to the same color. I could have used hers, but
there you go.
That would have been a hot mess. We would have ended up on some kind of whacked out video tutorial with me doing it. I'm looking at these girls looking at their eyeshadow. I'm like, I don't think I could have done that. I always joke and say, this is why I hire you guys.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good idea.
Yeah, that was popping.
Open up them cheeks.
Is that looking better?
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Just make sure
Yeah.
you
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
That's one thing
And
we
then we're
could
actually
do, though.
gonna warm this up a little bit too.
I have a couple like really young
That's
ones,
good.
Sarah, this year. And a couple of them really have no idea about how to even begin to do makeup. We could do like a very beginner's tutorial too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Like I know Maddie right now would be like all into it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that looks really good.
Oh, now I see cheekbones.
Yeah. Or do you have like a
brush.
bigger fluff brush, like a fan, or I'm not a fan, just like a bigger fluff?
I have this like.
Okay, that might be
It's for
too
compact.
hard.
Yeah.
The one that you use for your foundation, like what did you set your foundation with?
I think I use this one.
Okay, that'll be perfect actually. Okay, so I actually want you to just take this color right here.
Okay.
Again, we're using an eyeshadow palette, but again, they're the same mixtures that's going to be in like your contours and everything like that. So shake that off by a lot. And like by a lot, I mean even brush it against your face a little bit. Just get a lot of that color off.
Okay.
And then you're just going to place it right here and then just warm that cheekbone up just a little bit.
And Serenity, do you have a blush?
Yes.
You're gonna apply that like right on, like if you were to smile, what kind of pops out a little bit more? You're gonna go a little bit above your contour, but not so much where you're light, like a little bit in between where your highlight would be and where your contour is, and a little bit farther up to the front.
You can definitely go overboard with, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, we kind of talked about
like
this.
to think of it as like Neapolitan ice cream. Like you have like your chocolate, then your strawberry,
Yeah.
and then like your vanilla. So like think of it that way, as like you just want those three to like blend together.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like it. We're figuring out all new ways to.
Some new tips and tricks.
Brand's like, my next makeup tutorial video on YouTube. It's gonna be so good.
Oh, just wait and see.
I feel like you definitely need your own channel.
I would love
For
that.
sure.
You really do. You need to.
I need some backdrops and things.
No, I like that door.
I do. The door's
Do you?
great. Yeah.
I can close it. It has shoes on the back. I'm in my closet. This is where my makeup stand is, so it's fun. Only thing is, there's no ventilation, so I might end up passing out.
Just no hair products in there, right?
Uh-huh.
You guys are set with that. That looks a lot better.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah.
Just warms the face up a little bit. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I think both of you, Brian, I'm not, I don't want to speak for you, but were you planning on bringing that shadow down onto the bottom of the lid a little bit?
Yeah, yep, definitely.
So you both can do that. The shadow that you use for your depth, that first one, you're gonna use a smaller brush, not the fluff brush, one like the concealer brush or a stiffer pointy brush, and you're just gonna bring it from the bottom, from the corner, and you're gonna go right underneath the lash line, but just very lightly.
Okay.
This is another thing that you guys definitely don't want to get overwhelmed with, because honestly, it can end up looking like a black eye, and we don't want that.
Yes, just very lightly under, almost like an eyeliner, like I said, but not,
Yeah.
you know, it's not gonna be like a heavy black liner. It's just gonna, it's gonna pop your eye a little bit more. But we also, like Brian said, we don't wanna make you guys look like you got beat up.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Last time I did my own, that's how it came out. It was like wipe
And then
off.
it just sprinkles up down your cheeks.
Yeah, it was just a
bit.
bad. I was just like, I give up. I give up.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie tried to do one time with red eyeshadow, and it was just like, it looked like blood. Like, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Colors are fun to put underneath the eye, but they're so hard because the moment that it falls out,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, gotta go big or go home at this point.
Yeah.
So then your eye is just huge. So
Speaking of a fun photo shoot, remember the one we did with the red mascara? You
And
mixed.
liner.
Yeah, that was. We
Oh.
did a milk bath session.
milk bath. That is.
Yeah, and
We did the pink
it
China.
was so. Oh, it was so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rivets.
Yeah,
I do
that won
remember
like
that.
at least 3 competitions.
Really.
At least 3. Yeah.
All right, that's looking good.
Very good.
See how, like what I was saying before was, you know, don't mess with those corners too much because you're just gonna kind of
Yeah.
want to bring it down. All right, cool. I think you guys are good for some mascara. You wanna, if you have lashes on, you're gonna want them just to kind of blend it together. Oh, Serenity, we're gonna do liner on you. I forgot about that. So let's go get the liner. And then what you're gonna do is look just straight into the mirror. And you're gonna put 2 dots at the same spots, like where you would want the tip of the wing to hit. So you're just gonna put a tiny dot on one side and the other just to match. So you have like a connect the dot guide, I guess. That's, I guess, a little trick to getting them a little bit even.
I think that was my favorite tip that you guys said the other day was the dots. I was like, that is so cool.
It just helps with like it being very, very even.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Mine isn't even about it being. I think I put one side is like thicker than the other, It's like I never know.
It's tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
It is.
today I didn't even want to put it on. I was like, I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah. What's even harder is putting it on another person. So we got our work cut out half the time.
All right, so we look straight into the camera, and then I want to see where your dots are. And can we make?
They might
I'm gonna
be,
go ahead and make her bigger. Hold on.
I can't see your dots. Oh, okay.
There's
I
Oh,
see it.
there it is. Yeah.
Yep.
and then there's only one right
Go. I think your right might be a little lower than the other one. Is it?
there. Yeah, I think so, just by like a little.
Good catch, Sarah.
Okay. So now what you're gonna do is from that dot go straight down to where the bottom water line would be. Oh,
Sorry, Sarah. I like put you on spot. Like,
You're gonna like say your dot's like right here. You're just gonna connect it straight down this way, and you're gonna do the bottom line first.
Mom liked that tip. She liked the liner tip. Aw, Crashy, come here. I wish you guys could see. My dog is like standing on the couch right here, just barely out of the camera, like panting, looking at me like, I just don't understand why I can't come and lay on you right now.
I'm really confused.
He is. He's like sitting there like, what is on your lap and why can I not come over by you?
Okay, let me see. Or do you have both lines down?
Yeah, this one's a little curvy.
Okay, so go in, and now what you're gonna do?
Let me bring her up bigger so you can see it.
Look straight at the. I think honestly, once you make it a little bit thicker, that curve's gonna go away. But the last thing you want to do is try and straighten out curves, because then you end up like with like this big square chunk on the side. So you're gonna want to go from that corner and then connect it straight. Like if you were to look down, you're gonna want to connect that corner almost to the middle of your eye. So like say your point's here, you're just gonna go right to the middle.
Okay.
This is the part that I can never ever do, no matter what.
So with Nicki, though, with your eye shape,
Yeah.
a wing liner would be pretty tough to do.
Yeah. Even just any liner, so hard. I have little beady eyes.
You try and talk some people out with, if their eyes are very small, liners can sometimes close their eyes more. So, I'll either do like a shadow around the eye instead, or I'll just keep the eyes bright and use mascara.
Yeah, I think that's what
Or just
Asia
like a
did for
very
me
thin
last
line
time.
across the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not necessary for a wing all the time. So depending. Are you guys learning a lot of stuff? Are you guys liking it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I can't wait for these virtual photo shoots.
Oh,
You guys have
Yeah.
do you have an idea of like what you're gonna wear?
No, not yet.
See, it's gonna be super tricky because we can't go outside. So I knew I was gonna like
Right.
really push boundaries. So we're gonna have to use like lighting. Like
Mhm.
we might just use a flashlight or something crazy. I don't know. We're gonna see.
I'll have my helpers.
All right.
Mhm.
I know Serenity's mom's watching. So Maria, we're gonna do a virtual photo shoot after this. So we're gonna need your help. So stay awake. Stay with us. Anybody on Facebook, if you guys have any questions, I'm trying to monitor Facebook and Zoom. So you can type in your questions for these guys and they'll answer them.
I think that's the best it's gonna get.
Hold on, let me spotlight you. This is the
It's
hard
looking
part.
good.
Oh, it's
It
way
looks
more
good.
even than I ever would have got, girl.
No, that looks very good.
Does that help a little bit though, doing
Yeah.
the guides and then not just trying to like, no pun intended, but just winging it? But it's also a lot easier if you do it one stroke. I know I didn't want to stop you in the middle, but if you're like going back and back, it's really just easier just to try to get like a smooth swipe in there and you get a straighter line and then it's not so jagged.
Mhm.
But a lot of that comes with what liner you're using. Sometimes some of them won't let you glide like that, so it's a lot harder to get like that one even line in one swipe.
Yeah,
I know
the
we-
one that I was using, it was a little hard.
Yeah,
To like,
it looks great, but those are just little tricks that I've learned over messing my own liner up and everybody else's. So
Do you have the one that you recommend? I know that last
was
time
the-
you.
it was the NYX.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a paintbrush tip. I don't have it down here with me right now.
Okay.
It's a really nice because it's very, very liquidy. It's like
Yeah.
So that's my favorite, but it easily could run if you used
Did it have like this tip kind of there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so I think right now, Bray, do you have anything else that you need to do?
As far as eyes, honestly, like this is just a step. Like if you guys wanted to take, like I know Sarah, I think that you did it, but if you wanted to go through here and just brighten up that corner inner eye, just go through with that one and just pop it right in the center there. That's it for eyes though. Other than that.
Yep, just do those corners, brighten the corners up, and then we'll go on. You guys can wear your mascara.
Yeah.
okay.
So while they're doing that, what's your favorite palette right now?
Oh.
I know there's so many out there.
Mine's
gonna put
this
you on the
one
spot.
so far.
Which one's that?
This is the Hit the Lights palette by Morphe.
Hold on, I'm gonna spotlight you real quick while they're doing. Ooh.
But like here's
So
my
many
thing with
stuff.
these is like glitter eyeshadows are really, really hard to come by, but like that's how like pigmented both of those
Oh
are.
wow.
Yeah.
So it's not like a goopy.
right. And but it
It's
goes
just-
on like super, super smooth.
Wow.
So this is definitely like my favorite palette so far just to have because of those two right there.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it was those two palettes I brought down the last time. I don't have any of those down with me, but I love all of Tarte's shadows. They stay on really nice. There's very little fallout with those, and they're pretty pigmented too. I don't tend to get too crazy with shadow, and I haven't really been wearing it until recently. I haven't really been wearing a lot of shadow. Normally, I just kind of do like either a little bit of a liner and a mascara and keep my lids pretty natural and just do like a heavier brow. But when I do use any eyeshadow palettes, I do like the Tarte. I don't remember which actual palette that I have, but my neighbor got it like a couple
Oh,
years
that's so cool.
ago.
I feel like they last forever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Years.
Mhm.
You wanted us to go ahead and do the mascara, right?
Go ahead and put your mascara on, and pick your lip, and you guys are good to go.
Good. to
Any
go.
tips for the mascara? Because I know we were talking the other day about actually putting too much on and what happens.
I think I do layer my mascara, but I think it does come to a point where you can layer too much and it starts flaking.
And clumping. Yeah.
Hard to tell you when that's gonna happen. I just know when it is. You know what I mean? Like if it's starting to get really thick and really chunky, don't put any more on, I guess.
Yeah.
Like if it looks good, leave it.
Yeah.
You know, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
I'll
Yeah. So
layer
like once
for
it looks
sure.
good, just leave it alone because that next stroke might just be
Too much.
the fall of it all. So
Literally, for all of it.
the fall of it all.
Oh, you can always tell when people try to put more on during photo shoots because they start getting all this black stuff down here, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
no. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that looks really pretty.
Yeah. Both of them are very good.
I love the eyes; they're so good. And the extra contouring, it definitely pulls it all
Yeah,
together.
it does
Now it
pull
looks like photo makeup.
Look at you. Okay, what kind of lips do you have?
Lips. I have a bunch of different colors. I have like some pinks and reds. I don't even know what color this one is.
Sarah, what do you think?
No pink.
No
No
pink.
pink.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I have red.
Like a deep red or a brown, more of a brown.
Yeah, I have this. Is like kind of deeper.
Do you have what
In a
else?
way.
Will you swatch that on your hand?
Oh yeah.
Might be. Right. What do you think?
Might be a little too much, but like what else do you have that's a little bit deeper than that? Because we can always mix two together.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Hold on, real quick. Let's see what she's gonna wear
Yeah. Oh, that's
because that might
Oh, what
help
I'm gonna
too.
wear?
Yeah. Are you in you're in your room, right? Think
Yeah.
you could pull me a shirt real quick?
Yeah. I can go find one.
All right, putting you on the spot. It's all right, guys, because I gave every other one of the virtual sessions like 10-minute warnings. So you're
Yeah.
not the only one. I was like, all right, guys, in 30 minutes, I'm calling you. And they're like, what?
What do you mean?
I'm like, you don't got
And I
anything
know
else
you're
going
home.
on? Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I'm like, what else do you got to do? Go get ready.
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Yep. How funny.
You can tell she's panicking. I'm hearing go. I'm hearing hangers go. See, Ren's getting the jump on this. Now she's starting to think, oh crap, I gotta think
Yeah.
what I got.
What kind of like look should I go for, like clothes wise?
I have
Yeah.
a feeling we're gonna go with you. I think we're gonna. Well, I mean, no matter what, we're gonna go a little edgy. So because it's darker and right now, so we're gonna have to use like some kind of spotlight or something. So I would say like something more urban for both would work.
For both?
Yeah.
Okay. Urban. All right.
She's now she did you see that? She was like, oh, I know what we got now.
To the closet.
I have like an oversized like graphic tee and then some like ripped jeans maybe.
Perfect. That's
Okay.
actually perfect. Something with like a lot of color in it, I think with you would be really good because since you don't have a lot of color here, you know.
Okay.
And you're more natural up top.
Mm-hmm. I can probably.
So it's complete opposite of what we normally do, guys. Normally they have their outfits already picked out and then we're doing makeup to their outfits. So
Okay, so I have like these tank top type shirts like this.
oh, those are cute. I like that orange with
color
the
that kind of matches, and then I
yeah.
have the black one that's kind
Ooh.
of like cut across, and then I can wear it with like jeans, and I just got this cute like clear belt.
Oh,
I like that
yes.
orange
Okay. I like the orange one too. Yeah,
I like
let's
the
use
orange ones.
color. Yeah.
Okay, so this with like ripped jeans or something.
Yeah, that's perfect. So that maybe that helps with your lip color then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely, I'm still thinking a little darker if you have it.
Okay, I can. Oh wait, I think I already. Yeah. I have. Oh yeah. I think this is darker. Oh wait, maybe it's the same. It looks the same kind of. Or
Having her mix in some maybe like a burgundy shadow into those.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, absolutely.
Do you have a makeup brush that you can use to apply the lipstick?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is get quite a bit of that lip gloss out or lipstick you have. Put some on like either a paper or a piece of plastic. Get enough on to where you're gonna be enough for your lips. And then Ryan, I'm gonna have you pick out what shadow you think makes deepen it.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
No, you can see.
Yeah, this is definitely like.
Yeah, you want to angle it more towards the wall. Okay. You need
The
my
most
ring light?
challenging makeup you've ever done, right, Grayon?
Definitely. Without even doing it, I did.
Yeah. This is what this
Okay,
world's
are
come
you
to.
ready?
Yep, I have it
All
on
right,
the
so
glass.
go ahead and take that brush that you have that you're gonna apply the lip with. Don't put the lip on there yet because we're gonna get some of this pigment off of these first.
Okay.
And then just go in right in with this one here. It's kind of like a burgundy, the one that we kind of use for the contour. Just kind of dig, not like so much that like where you mess up your makeup palette. Just kind of like scratch that a little bit. That way, a lot of that pigment falls off of there, right onto your What are you using? The back of your hand?
I've got this little plastic thing.
Perfect. Yeah. So right onto there. That'll be great.
Okay.
And then
It's
you're
like
just gonna
all
mix
over
that
it.
together. It's gonna deepen that.
I feel like I'm DIY.
DIY. I think this is my favorite thing that you guys do is when you like mix lip colors, and the girls always come in and they're like, they made this my own special shade for me. I'm like, that's so cool.
Mhm.
They just love it.
And that we'll never recreate that because the ratios are all off.
That's what I always tell them too. I'm like, well, that's a once in a lifetime right there.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, it made like this type of shade.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Yes.
So if
That
you
looks
need a
good.
darker lipstick, that's the trick, guys.
Yes.
It would go lighter too, wouldn't it? I assume.
Yeah.
Or is it harder to go lighter? Yeah.
It would be a little harder to go lighter,
right.
but it's definitely possible.
Yeah.
So I apply now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Serenity, did you find anything to wear?
I think
She's gone.
Serenity is, yeah. She's like, oh crap. I don't know.
So does this mean we're like beauty vloggers now?
Ooh.
I want to be Brad Mondo,
Ew.
but I guess you'll have to be him.
I'll be him.
Never
be
ever
someone
thought
too.
never ever thought I'd ever be on a beauty blog channel. That's
Right.
definitely new territory for Nicki Hufford over here.
It's like this, okay?
Perfect. Yes, that's perfect. Ren, we'll finish up the look. Come on over real quick and we'll get your lip going.
Okay.
Because we'll have time after, so don't worry.
What color lips do you have?
Kind of ranges of like pinks and reds. Some of them are like warmer and other are like cooler, I guess.
I like that one on your left.
This one?
Yep. I think that'll be pretty. What do you think, Brad?
Yeah, definitely.
Like it.
It's like a matte, so I don't know if like a matte or gloss, whichever one.
I think matte will be great because, yeah, I think that'll be good. It's going to stay longer, not that you need it to stay that long.
Yeah.
But I
For the
personally,
high quality virtual session we're about to do.
I personally like matte better.
Oh, that lip is like perfect.
Oh, that
I
is
really like it.
really,
Yes.
I'm
really
gonna
good. It
start
looks so
making it all
good.
the time.
She's like, look at this. You definitely need to go buy a shade like that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
She looks like she could be your sister, Bray.
Yes. Hey, sis.
You guys have like the same smile.
Oh, they do, yeah. Well, now she's got Brayon makeup on too, so.
Yes. That's funny.
I always feel like the lip ties it all together.
Oh,
My
absolutely.
favorite part.
We're actually like, we think about that all the time too, because like there's sometimes like I'm doing a look and I'm just like, okay, like maybe I need to touch up the eye, and then we're just like, nope, just put a lip on. As soon as we do it, we're like, yep, that was it. That
Boom.
was it.
Yeah. So what do you recommend for thinner lips? Because like I have really thin lips, so
Never
like a lot of colors, like, oh, yeah.
Never a gloss though, but I feel like you really need to have a full lip to wear a gloss. Smaller lips, I feel like the gloss just, it doesn't define your lip enough and give you a lip line, where a matte is, you could go a little inside of your lip and it'll still look like your lip, but with a gloss, you got sloppy lip gloss all over the place.
And then definitely like a liner too, a lip liner, you can kind of plump those lips up a little bit more. So for thinner lips, like we normally go in with like maybe like a shade or two darker than the lipstick that we're actually going with. And then kind of contour those a little bit and brighten those and plump those up a little bit.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If you don't have lips, we can give you some.
You guys gave me eyebrows, so I mean.
And people say we don't have a magic wand.
Yeah. I had the tattooed ones done. Sarah did them, so I need them touched up actually. When all this is over, I'm coming back in because I'm about due for touch up. So it was the first time in my life I had eyebrows. That was amazing.
Are we all good with our lips? All right, I think everything looks awesome. I don't think we have anything else to do.
No,
All right.
You
So
guys.
now I get to take over.
Yes.
So yeah, I know. I can't wait. So we're gonna go ahead and shoot them. You guys can head on out or whatever, but I figured I'd sit here and finish planning with them on live, and then we'll get to shooting. So,
Cool.
so thank you guys so much. We've enjoyed it. Now I gotta pick out some outfits with them. So,
All right.
bye guys. Have a good night.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Have fun, guys.
Bye. Have fun.
All right, guys. So let me see what you have. So you have your shirts, right?
Yeah.
All right, and then you have your orange shirt. Okay. So let me see the pants for sure. I'm not like super crazy about shoes. Like not super worried about them, I guess. Your mom just commented on Facebook, Ren, and said, "Oh, I know where she went. She went down to the laundry room." So do you guys have any like any ring lights or makeup lights or anything?
Yeah, I have one that attaches to my phone.
Okay, that might work. That could probably really
Should I
help.
do black jeans with the orange shirt?
Yes, that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then so you have the one that attaches to your phone. You said.
Yes.
See if you can find like a flashlight though too. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then I will text you guys you have my number. So
Yeah.
do you have iPhones?
Yeah.
iPhones, but okay, perfect. Then we'll FaceTime and we can get rolling. What I'll need you to do is just grab one like helper. And they might need to hold a light and the phone, but we'll kind of see how that all works out. Let me see your outfit real quick, Ren.
There's like these like ripped
Perfect.
jeans.
And then the band shirt.
Yeah.
All right, perfect, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end the meeting. We'll wrap it up. And then what we'll do is I will call each one of you guys individually. So if you have to, if you want to go ahead and like take like 5 minutes or so. Oh, we got a chat. Hold on. Bye, girls. Oh, Caitlin Schaefer said bye, girls. Have fun. So bye, Caitlin.
Bye.
So if you guys want to go ahead, like, don't go too crazy with your hair. Like, I actually like yours pulled back here. And then Ren, maybe even like, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Like maybe even some kind of like braid. Can you braid?
Yeah, it's kind of like wet right now. Like
that
it's
might
not
even
completely
be
dry.
Yeah, that might even be fine. Like a real loose like pigtail braid on both sides, maybe.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's like a messy braid. Yeah, so we still see the curls. And then I'll call you. Text me when you guys are completely ready, and then
Okay.
we'll get started. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for Sarah and Brayon for helping you guys do your makeup. And now we are gonna go ahead and we are gonna do our virtual shoots. I'll try to record both of those, but we can't be live on this while we're actually doing the virtual shoot. So tomorrow, keep an eye out, and you guys will see our final results from our virtual makeup and our virtual shoots. So bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.